Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay back with another build of the day video. We're on day 3 now, and I figured, you know what? I'm gonna build a cargo plane. But I'm gonna, we're gonna make it interesting. So, given the recent DLC release with the breaking ground stuff and all the science stuff, I figured why not? Let's build a plane built around the idea of dropping like a temporary kind of base thing for doing science and all that in various distant biomes. And hopefully everything works out fine. So the idea is just, your standard kind of cargo plane, Goliath engines, nothing too crazy. But I did want to start messing around more with the robotic stuff and just get a feel for how they perform in the game and all that. And it was sort of informative. Like, it's very similar. They have some of the same issues that they did, or like that the mod did. The what was it called? Anti-robotic? No, Infernal Robotics. It had some of the same issues in that, where it gets all floppy in that, and the physics are a little funky. It's flying the plane is very difficult because they tend to work against the plane because of the springy motion. So if you have large weights on the robotic hinges, or in this case pistons, it kind of makes it difficult. So what I went with here was two things. First one is a cargo pod with parachutes for holding all the devices and that. It's got, what is it, 12? No, 13, I don't even know. Lots. It has lots. I think 15 cargo slots for devices, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly how many each of those things carry, but lots. Definitely more than you really need. It has one of every device, at least, and several photovoltaic cells, solar panel things. And then here's basically just a command pod with some various pieces on it. I figured, if you're having a science base off somewhere, it would probably be a good thing to have some form of habitat. I'm thinking the next one I tackle is going to be a MUN or a Minimus type habitation. Similar idea. Bring all your science, drop a little hut there, and we all be happy. Yeah. So it flies okay. Part of this challenge, or at least I kind of added this after the fact, was I started timing myself to keep the build times down, to encourage, I guess, smarter building, better use of my time, because like I said, the first build I did, the SSTO took 4 or 5 hours, I don't know, lots. There was a lot of footage, and I know there was footage that I didn't do, sorry, not footage, I know there were times that I didn't record, so but yeah, so part of the reason I put things on pistons is, well, if you don't, it likes to slam into the back of the plane. And I've also tried the other one, the rear opening ramp, and that doesn't like to work either. You can't just drop things out of the back. The plane likes to explode. So I figured with these robotics, I'd try the concept again, because I had tried it previously and I've seen other people do it. You need a fairly slow flying plane, or a way to automate the parachutes opening after the fact. But yeah, it works. And I forgot to add people to the command pod, so I figured why not, we'll land, get our engineer out here, and mess around, set up a few things. This is actually the first time I've set up things and gotten it working and having them connected and networked and active with the ground-based science experiments. So yeah, it was kind of another first here for me of just messing around with this stuff. I don't know how I feel about the ground-based stuff, but that's not important. Overall, the build is functional. It's got a few issues. When it's at lower speeds, it doesn't like to pitch up. It doesn't have a lot of control authority at the lower speeds, which can be a little hairy in dealing with it. It definitely feels sluggish. It does not fly well. It is very obviously a cargo plane. That might also be, again, partly due to the robotics, but who's to say? Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd like to remind everybody, you know, you want to see more of this, Day 4 is coming up tomorrow. Subscribe and like and all that. And also don't forget to check out my Twitch and other stuff and Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's that. It's, this was another kind of lazy build day. This was something I wanted to do, and I was thinking about doing it later, but I said screw it, we'll do it now. Tomorrow is probably going to be satellites, or, like I said, the Mun or Minimus base. I haven't quite decided. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and have a good one.